Well, good morning. Today's October 30th, 2022. Today we're at the Deep Creek area of the Great Smoky Mountains, which is over by Bryson City. There's a sign right there. We're going to visit 3 waterfalls today on this 2-mile loop. And I checked with my friend Phil Thatch. He had been to Tom Branch Falls with Heather, and he said if the flow's good, it's a pretty waterfall. So we're going to come up here and have a look. I wasn't staying that far away from here, about 15 miles. So I come over to do a morning hike to see what we can see. So I punched this location into my GPS and it brought me right to it. It's a nice parking lot, and there's some camping here. And the Deep Creek itself has flown pretty good this morning, so I'm optimistic about these waterfalls. Well, we made it to Tom Branch Falls up in the Deep Creek area of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. And the flow is not big as far as waterfalls go. We have been dry. I guess I am fortunate to have some water. Anyways, it's a very pretty waterfall even at this low flow. So I'm gonna make a few photographs here and I'll show those in the video now. All these shots were taken the end of October 2022. This is Tom's Branch Falls in the Deep Creek area. With how dry it has been most of the summer, the flow is really low. And this is a photograph I made of an isolated area of the Tom's Branch Falls. I started out with the 14 to 30 f4 lens, and I've switched over now to the 24 to 70 f4 lens. Boy, this Deep Creek place, it's amazing. I haven't made it a quarter mile out of the parking lot. It's taken me an hour. I keep stopping and finding more compositions, just like this one right here. This is an amazing place. Should have came here first. The compositions were endless along Deep Creek. At this elevation, the colors were still playing out. Then I ran across this fisherman just below where I was photographing, and I asked him if I could take his portrait. So I put on the 70 to 200 Z-mount lens onto the Z6 II. The 70 to 200 has proven to be a versatile landscape lens on the full frame Z6 II. This is Indian Creek Falls. Made it down here, and I took a couple of shots with a platform up here. So what I want to do is go there. There's a lot of detail going on around them rocks, and I'm going to climb down to the bottom and get down in the plunge pool and take some photographs down there. This is a nice photograph I made from the viewing platform. After I finished here, I made my way down into the plunge pool area to get a few intimate shots using the 70 to 200. And this is a normal view of this particular angle that I chose. And in the next frame, you're going to see a more artistic rendition of it. And you choose which one you like the best. I think I like the second one better. Again, this was shot with the 70 to 200 Z-mount lens. What an interesting place Deep Creek is. I visited the Indian Creek waterfall and made a few photographs of that. And the Tom Branch waterfall, made some photographs of that. And then I spent a little time in Deep Creek itself making some photographs. So I hope you enjoyed those in the video, and we're going to start heading back towards the car right now. It's starting to sprinkle a little bit, so I'm afraid it's going to start raining. One thing about this area is it doesn't seem to be as populated with the tourist crowd as the popular side of the Smokies is. So that's a plus. I've seen very few people here, and the ones that are here look like they've been here before. I actually stopped and talked to one older couple about how this trail system works up here. So when you come up to Tom Branch Falls, and then you come up to Indian Creek Falls, it makes a loop around the mountain and comes right back to this bridge right here. Okay, there's a bridge right there. Anyways, once you get to Indian Creek Falls, unless you just really want to hike, you might as well turn around and head back towards the parking lot. And that's what I'm doing now, heading back towards the parking lot. So I was starting my way back to the parking lot, and right here at the turn for Indian Creek Falls is a bridge. So I decided to walk over the bridge, and look what I found right there. And I need to go photograph that. I'm going to photograph it from up here on the bridge first to see what it looks like, and then I may climb down over there and get into the creek and see what it looks like down there. I guess I was heading back to the car. I got sidetracked. What a beautiful scene I found after crossing the bridge. I set up my tripod on the bridge, but I had to wait a few minutes. There were people on the bridge walking, causing vibration. Once they left the area, I was able to make my photograph. The color in the background is what really caught my interest. I just love these little intimate landscape photographs. Now we're going to try this again, looking at the camera this time. So we spent the day up in the Deep Creek area of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, and I had a pretty good day. Did a lot of photography, found a lot of interesting compositions. You don't have to go to big waterfalls to get good photographs. Just like this composition right behind me here that I took just before I got to the car. I just happened to look and there it was. So we're going to wrap up this video, and if you like the videos I do, give me a subscribe and a thumbs up would be appreciated. And if you want to get notified when I put new videos out, just tick the little bell right there next to subscribe. I put out hiking videos all the time and photography videos. You might find something useful in them. Anyways, this is Ron Durant, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.